Ladies and gentlemen, welcome out to the Raider tennis courts. We've got head coach of the girls and the boys here, Coach Danny Johnson. And Coach, of course, we'll start where we last left off. I talked to you at the St. Patrick's tennis tournament. I'm assuming
That's
everything went real smooth that
It
day.
did. We had a great turnout. Like we talked about 100 entrants, participants through several divisions and youth all the way up. I think we had some people in their 70s still playing, which it was phenomenal. The weather wasn't great on that first day, but it did get better on day two, and hopefully this thing will continue to sustain as far as our numbers and our participation. It's just an awesome event, and I think it's been going on now for like 43 years. I haven't been part of it, for that long, but certainly I'm glad to be a part of it now, and hopefully, like I said, we'll continue to have it for future years to come.
Yeah, seems like you're the man to keep it alive, Coach. So we'll see about it.
Yeah.
So let's move on to Raider tennis, Coach. I mean, you got two more trophies to add to that Danny Johnson trophy case. I mean, I think they're making a little section in the lobby there, just Danny Johnson trophies, and that's going to take up a lot of room. So tell us how our girls finished and how our boys finish off this season.
Okay. Well, we did win the region titles. I think it's our girls' 14th consecutive, and our boys, I think 14 out of the last 16 years or something like that. But anyway, I attribute it, to our kids buying in, and this thing to some extent runs itself. If with like I said, the kids buying in and putting in the work year round. That's what it takes to sustain this. But at the same time, I'd like to talk about our non-region schedule.
Sure.
I mean, it was a murderer's row.
You're right.
I think the girls, overall record was finishing at 14-10.
Okay.
Which kind of sounds like maybe a Michigan State men's
Sure.
basketball resume before getting into the tournament. Tom Izzo right there. But anyway, a lot of a lot of 7A schools were on there. Most every team we played in non-region made the state playoffs, and a lot of them went deep. I know. Speaking of our girls' record at 14-10, one of those losses was to Jeff Davis by a score of 3-2, and they won the AA state title, and they defeated Berrien County, which we played in a tournament down in Valdosta as well. So even the smaller classes that we played, Bleckley County making it to the semifinals. They are in girls and boys. I think the round of 8. So very tough non-region schedule, and I contribute that to us getting as far as we did, and an Elite 8 appearance on both girls and boys sides.
Yeah, no doubt. And you mentioned that non-region schedule. We've talked about it before, and of course you do it every year, but it's so important to have that, you call it murderer's row schedule, but I think you're right about that. I mean, you need that, and I think that's a lot of the reason what pushes us so deep into the playoffs.
I agree. We're not afraid to play anybody. I just hope that when we go up in division and play these higher schools, that those other schools get something out of it as well. The competition, certainly, it's got to toughen us, for. The state playoff run. Should we go deep? Having played teams at that level, when you get into the round of 8, or maybe the state semifinals, you want to have played teams at that level, or maybe slightly better, so that you're just used to that level of competition. The power of their serves, the ground strokes, and basically all facets of the game. And it helps us with that schedule.
Got you, no doubt. And Coach, talking about this Raider tennis machine, you mentioned it's kind of sustaining itself, right? What's leading to that? I mean, we just got a lot of talent around here. Is it your coaching? I mean, is it a mix?
Obviously, it's a combination of a lot of things, right. But I do contribute it. Number one, we try to get our kids involved early. Got Raider tennis camp coming up.
We gonna mention that for
okay.
Sure.
I emphasize this every time we talk. We really don't have a feeder program,
right.
for tennis, and so we kind of try to pick out the kids that may want to play tennis, at a maybe middle school age at least, even elementary age to some degree.
Sure.
Have them at our tennis camps year after year, and then by the time they get up to sixth grade, we want to get them involved in our middle school tennis program which is an excellent feeder program for us. Coach Rogowski has been he's done a great job of feeding our kids, giving them the basics that they need to, when they get up to this level. We're not just teaching fundamentals
right.
at that, at this point, which a lot of schools are.
Yeah.
A lot of schools have to turn over their team year after year, and we've been able to more or less just use kind of build each year. And I think that's certainly a big factor. But our kids, for the most part, play year-round.
Right.
I won't say we're only tennis specific, but we do play in the summer. We go out and play schools like Statesboro, Bleckley, and Coffee. We
Sure.
played some with them last couple of summers, and we play. In the fall, our kids get out here at least once a week, play, and we got some drills going on. Our kids go to a few tennis instructors here in town, and also some go out to Macon to receive instruction. And like I said, it's just the kids putting in the work, buying in. The parents, willing to willing to help them do that. That helps build a strong program.
Yeah, no doubt. And you let's hit on Raider tennis camp, Coach. You mentioned it. What are the dates? When's that coming up?
It's coming up. I think we start 2 weeks from today,
Okay.
which will be May 31st. And go Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, May 31st to June 2nd, and it'll run here at our Raider tennis courts from 9 to 11:45 each day.
Okay, I got you. What's going to be going on out here? What kind of drill? I mean, a lot of drill work.
Certainly,
like that?
certainly. We take all beginner to like I say, advanced. Now that advanced level would be a middle school tennis player. At this level, and we, like I say, we go from ages 7 to 14, which would put basically an 8th grade kid, and we teach all the way from first time playing tennis with the young ones, and even maybe a middle school kid who just wants to try it out for the first time.
Yeah,
we want to introduce them to the game, basically teach them the fundamentals of hitting ground strokes and whatnot. So when they leave after those 3 days, hopefully they'll have enjoyed it enough to play it to some degree throughout the year. Get their parents involved maybe, and come back next year.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's what we're doing it for. Look, no pressure at all. Anybody come out. If you've never picked up a tennis racket,
that's right.
I'm sure we'll take you out here.
That's right.
And we can learn a little bit here at Raider Tennis Camp coming up soon.
That's right. That's exactly right.
No doubt. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a break. We'll be back with Coach Danny Johnson.
I'm Betty Hall. I've been a member here since 2015, and I enjoy it. And I started because I had retired for a few years, gaining weight, got an invitation to come to the aerobics class, and I came, and I've been here ever since. And the workout, the people are nice. I mean, it's just like a family. I've been here going on 8 years, and I come almost every day. And I invite you to come, if you want to work out, get your health better, and just meet some wonderful people. I just think you will enjoy it.
Allen's Heating and Cooling is your licensed Amana equipment dealer. Trust Allen's Heating and Cooling to install and service your heating and air conditioning unit. Allen services all brands, and with the purchase of a new unit, Amana offers a lifetime compressor warranty. Sean Clark or any of his friendly staff can help you today at Allen's Heating and Cooling. Your Amana dealer. Amana, last and last and last.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Head coach here of the boys and girls tennis teams and that shoot cross country too. We could touch on that later. Coach Danny Johnson. And Coach, we want to get into your tennis seniors here. So you got, of course, your girls and boys. How many seniors did we have this year?
9 seniors total, girls and boys combined. I had six seniors on the girls' side and 3 on the boys. Okay. As far as my seniors go, girl-wise, we got Maddie Gail Clark, who's played for us 4 years. If you play Raider tennis, you're going to play a lot of tennis. Right. And even the non-starters, get to play in a lot of matches throughout the season. So Maddie Gail Clark, a senior, Avi Patel, a senior, Shaina Patel, a senior, and Aaron Kelly. Those were our and they got some spot starts during the season. Like I said, everybody gets to play here at Raider Tennis in some degree because of our schedule, the makeup of it, and whatnot. And we certainly, I'm thankful for what they've done. It takes a level of commitment to come out here because we're serious about it, and we're going to practice and continue to get better, hopefully at any level. Now, as far as our senior starters go, we had 2, Carol Ann Payne, who had played first doubles for us this year, moving up from second doubles last year, and Savannah McAdams, who was her doubles partner last year at second doubles, played the first half of the season at 1 doubles with Carol Ann, and then due to injury, had to be moved, not her injury, but due to an injury with our third singles, at a third singles spot, she had to move up and play third singles right there, number 3 singles spot at the end of the season, and did a fantastic job. But, Going to miss those 2 starters for sure. They showed a level of maturity, continue to get better, and they were part of the winning tradition here at Raider Tennis.
No doubt. And talking about that program, I'm sure you see it year after year. Seniors kind of laying a little bit more of that foundation, and now losing 6 of them, that's going to be tough for you. And you got some big shoes to fill here, Coach. We're going to have some girls ready to step into them?
I hope so. Now, as far as numbers go, I think we had about 16 girls. Okay. We got a few coming from the middle school as 8th graders, but hopefully, that, like I said, the skill building and all that goes on at practice. We hit a ton of balls. Hopefully some of those underclassmen will step in at least in those positions. And we have pretty good balance. Only 2 starters. That were seniors, so we do have returners, starting returners coming back, and then filling those 2 slots right there. Hopefully, we'll be able to sustain a level of good tennis play as we move on from them. But like I say, with those senior girls, we certainly appreciate what they've meant to the program, and we wish them well in their future endeavors.
No doubt about it, Coach. All 6 of those girls, huge part of this Raider tennis program. Let's transition. Let's look at our boys seniors this year. Okay.
As far as our boys seniors, we had 3. Now, all 3 were starters. Vishal Patharaju, who has been an integral part of our program for the last 4 years. Starting at various levels, played, I think, at either 2 or 1 his freshman year, and then moved up, into single spots, at his junior year, and then moved back down and played the one, I won't say back down, but moved to one doubles, and kind of secured that spot for us, helped secure that spot for us during the season. And we also had our two doubles spot were played by seniors, very good friends, which chemistry always helps in doubles. Tommy DiMartino and Coleman Phillips, who just as just to kind of talk about what we said before, a lot of tennis players, don't necessarily play, from elementary, middle, and coming up. We only got these guys their last 2 years, their junior and senior years. So they've done a tremendous level of skill building and growth, had a tremendous amount of growth to move into starting positions their senior year and actually contribute.
For sure. Let's talk about those two guys. What is it like for you and for them, Coach? They're coming in, how much fundamental knowledge did they have coming in?
Not much. Number one, when you first start out, play and you get on the court first time, you just want to keep the ball in.
Right.
Get as we say. Rule number one in tennis: clear the net. Rule number two: keep it in play.
Yep.
And that's what they did. And then over time you develop some level of skill hitting the ball. We went down into a tournament hosted by Lowndes County. The second weekend in March, and we're in a dogfight in the in the championship match. We had already we won our first two matches against 7A Colquitt and then 7A Lowndes, and then we got Valdosta in the final. Tommy and Coleman actually clinched the win for us. Helped us win 3-2 over Valdosta to win a very competitive tournament down there.
Awesome. And then, Coach, I guess on the other side of it, you got Vishal, who's been here for 4 years. Mm-hmm. What's that like for you, Coach? I mean, you see him grow up on the court and off the court.
I saw him. He started out coming to Raider tennis camps. Saw him play in middle school. He's been around a long time, and it's been enjoyable to just watch him. We spent lots of hours just me and him, on court as far as giving lessons and whatnot. Working on his individual game, one-on-one. But it's been a tremendous joy just to see him mature both on and off the court. In the last, I would probably say 7-8 years possibly.
Right. No, that's a long time there, and a lot of time to see Vishal grow up. Going to miss him a lot. Going to miss all of these seniors, man. Hey, they're so important to the program, and big shoes to fill here on the boys and girls side. But Coach, it looks like we're going to be ready for and maybe repeat region champions next year. What can I say that?
Well, we're going to try. Now, as a famous coach once said, I think it was Coach Dan McGill, who was a great tennis coach at Georgia. The other team's got guys wanting to win too, or sure. Young ladies wanting to win. So number one, we got to be hungry. We got to have the desire to work for it, and hopefully we'll continue to do that.
No doubt. Hey, let's take one more break. We're going to come back with Coach. Y'all stay with us.
As we age, we face more physical concerns. Rehab Advantage in Sports Medicine can help you live a more pain-free life. Back pain, stiff joints, balance concerns, arthritis, and more. Rehab Advantage in Sports Medicine can help you improve your quality of life. Call for a free evaluation today. 478-275-1800. Rehab Advantage in Sports Medicine accepts referrals from your doctor, or no referral is needed with direct access for up to 8 visits. So call for your free consultation today. 478-275-1800. Rehab Advantage in Sports Medicine, 911 Hillcrest Parkway in Dublin, or at rehabadvantagesportsmed.com.
Georgia Military College is a 2-year associate's degree granting institution. We are an open admissions college. What that means is all you need to do is have a high school diploma or a GED to get accepted into GMC. We offer several associate's degree programs, including business administration, pre-nursing, psychology, criminal justice, as well as education. We offer classes during the morning, evening, and at night. We even offer some weekend classes. We offer online classes as well as in-seat classes, whatever is convenient for you and your schedule. We are located at 200 South Jefferson Street in Dublin, Georgia. If you want a great education with small class sizes, affordable tuition, we would love to see you here. Stop by to see us or give us a call. Start here, go anywhere. Georgia Military College, Dublin campus.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Coach Danny Johnson still here with us. And Coach, we've hit on your seniors, boys and girls side. Let's hit on the rest of your starters for this season and kind of, I guess, previewing what we're going to still have out here.
Yeah, our returners. Yeah. On the girls' side, we'll start with Lucy Orr, who played one single. She's a junior. She's been a consistent player for us in the last 2 years. Started her sophomore and junior seasons at the one spot, and there's a tremendous amount of pressure on the one singles players, both on girls and boys' side. They're always going to face the best player on the other team. So as far as an overall record, particularly for us, we kind of take pride in having a balanced team, not necessarily an elite player at those one spots. Sure. We love to have them, but at the same time, a lot of these other places, a lot of these other schools we play, these bigger schools and whatnot, certainly going to have sometimes better skilled players at that one spot position. So I get at one singles position. I give Lucy, and we'll touch on Alex on the other side in a minute. But I guess the persistence and perseverance to take on that challenge every time. And not get frustrated or anything like that. And certainly, we're thankful for Lucy and, her ability to hold down that one spot, which makes it easier for everybody else to do their jobs. Sure. At two singles, we had junior Kendall Reagan, who moved up from the three single spot last year. Had a good campaign. I thought she was playing her best tennis at the end of the season this season. At the same time, we got Lucy and Kendall coming back next year. And hopefully holding down those spots at 1 and 2. So it's not like the ones we're replacing will have we'll have to bump everybody up because we still got our 1 and 2. Now Savannah McAdams, I touched on. Played that three single spot for us, moving from the one double spot. She might have been our most consistent line there at the end of the season. Now we go in and play North Hall in the Elite Eight. Number one, she had a great match in the round of 16, and then we go into the Elite Eight match against North Hall up in Gainesville, and she didn't get to play much of her match because they only had 4 courts. Okay. So three singles was the last one to go on, but I really liked her chances there because she was playing some great tennis up to that point. But we're certainly going to miss her, and she's been a consistent player for us for the last 4 years. And Carol Ann Payne, like I said, at the one doubles spot. Now Hayden Skinner played the three singles through the first half of the year for the most part, but she injured her knee. She's a sophomore, so hopefully she'll be back, healthy and ready to go, later on this summer, and have a good 2 years left with us. That's one we're probably looking at maybe in that three single spot. Gotcha. But Carol Ann Payne, like I said, senior. Been a great doubles player for us for the last 2 years. Her partner was Lily Collins, who is a junior, first year starting. Started basically, developed into that starting role midway through the season. Had a good tournament when we went to Houston County. Helped us get the third place trophy in that tournament. With good play with Carol Ann at the 1 dub spot. Looking forward to having her another year. Certainly a lot of experience there. Now probably our least experienced positions, our position this season with our girls was the 2 double spot with 2 sophomores, Michaela Hughes and Hunter Laughlin. Now they secured those starting roles again about halfway through the season, and had pretty good chemistry coming down the stretch. We're playing their best tennis of the season, and what I like about them is they're just continuing to get better. So hopefully. Hopefully their ceiling will continue to rise, as they continue to develop their games. Like I said, they're sophomores, so we got them coming back. Now, on the boys' side, we'll start at the top with our 1 singles player, Alex Dyer. Very similar to what I said about Lucy. That 1 double spot in the boys, particularly, is a tough spot. It's a tough ask, of anybody. And Alex, is taking on that role. And he had a pretty a great record at that spot. I was extremely pleased. Have been in his development. Now there's obviously things that we can always do to get better, and we'll continue to do that over the summer. He's a junior. Now. The injury bug hit our girls, like I said, at our 3 single spot, losing Hayden Skinner midway through the season. Well, about that same time, we lost our 2 singles player on the boys' side, junior Clayton Tapley, to a shoulder injury. He had shoulder surgery following the injury, and we hope to have him back, maybe in August or so, ready to go with off-season and conditioning, and that's going to be a laborious process, rehabbing a tennis player's shoulder. But we lost him, and that basically bumped everybody up, from that point on, like I was saying we wouldn't have to do with the girls. But Cohen Karmazinas, coming off of a knee injury himself, he got cleared only 6 months after, having ACL surgery, which is as early as a doctor will allow. Sure. He don't want to sign off on anything before that. But Cohen worked tremendously hard to get back at the beginning of the season, and was doing great at the 3rd single spot. And then when Clayton went down, he had to move up to the 2 single spot, and did a great job for us there. Now, because of that we had to bump. We had to bump a lot, up, and we had a freshman playing. Got a pretty good freshman class, a pretty big freshman class for boys. Most boys I've had on the team in the last several years, I think we had 14 boys, overall. Which there have been some years where we were scraping the bottom at 9 or 10. Sure. Aiden Payne stepped in that spot as a freshman, the last month or so of the season, and, actually helped us clinch the round of 16 win over Islands with his 3rd singles victory, propelling us into the round of 8, sure. The Elite 8, which, it was a tremendous accomplishment. So Aiden Payne, a freshman, coming back. And then, as I mentioned, we have Vishal Patharaju helping anchor down that 1 double spot with definitely our most talented freshman, Matthew Gibbs. He stepped into that 1 double spot midway through the season. Like I was telling you, we won that tournament in Valdosta. Well, him and Vishal, it was only like their 2nd time playing together. They lost the 1st set, came back, had to come back and win the 2nd, and then won the 3rd set tiebreaker, helping us win that tournament there, which was a great accomplishment there. And then we got Matthew coming back, along with Aiden. That's our 2 freshmen that were that were starters, and then of course Tommy and Coleman,
Right.
Tommy DiMartino and Coleman Phillips at the 2 doubles spot. Just having seniors there, even though relatively green on playing experience until this season. They kind of got I guess match experience throughout the season, and we're playing great tennis when it counts at the end.
There you go. Coach, it sounds like your boys doubles, you got a lot of spots to fill right there. What is the plan with that?
Well, like I said, our freshman class, I think we had 6 freshmen. They're going to help us. We got a couple of freshmen coming up, or a couple of 8th graders coming up from the middle school that will certainly help compete for those spots. But at the same time, like I said, we get out here and practice. We hit a ton of balls, every day, and hopefully the experience that those freshmen have gotten, even though not at the starting position, they played a lot of matches during the season, and with another summer of playing, with another off season of playing, another preseason, hopefully they'll be ready to go when we start playing in February next year.
There you go. And you talk about an off season, but really doesn't sound like there's too much of an off season here for the tennis.
I was thinking, I was thinking today, it's like a train that continues to run. It might stop in the station, just for a little bit, but that Raider tennis train keeps on going. We ended the season. I think Monday was 2 weeks ago, maybe, and we got our end of season tennis party coming up next week.
Okay,
we got then we got Raider tennis camp coming up on the 31st, which my kids will be involved in as counselors, and they'll be on the court helping give instruction and whatnot. And that's a great experience for them to see how it is for me as a coach, the way I want drills to be run. And they're actually trying to execute that same process.
For sure. Yeah, let's hit on Raider Tennis Camp again one more time. Look, it would be great for any of our young kids to come on out. Look, we got our Raider tennis players out here. Coach Johnson, you're going to be out here. So, look, come on out. What's the dates one more time?
Again, Wednesday, May 31st through Friday, June 2nd, 9 to 11:45 every morning. Hopefully the weather will cooperate. In the past years, I think we've only been weathered out one time, knock on some wood. And it's a little cooler, in the mornings. But if anybody has any questions, feel free to contact me at the school. Danny Johnson at lcboe.net. My phone number 478-697-2082. Be glad to talk to you about it. We just want to get as many kids involved in the game of tennis as we can.
Yeah, no doubt. And the earlier you can get them, the better it'll be for sure.
That's right.
No doubt.
That's exactly right.
Coach, another successful season for the Raiders, and we just going to keep this thing moving. I'm sure I'll talk to Coach Johnson again. Thank y'all for tuning in today.